What's up, guys? Oh, sorry about that. I was testing my mic. Hopefully it wasn't echoing. I'll double check. Um, so I took a nap for a bit. I'm waiting to use the bathroom. I think I ate too much cheese the last couple days or something. But having some mild indigestion, which when you've gone through, you know, oh, there we go. Let's say when you've gone through anything I've gone through it, even a little bit kind of worries you, even though you're just like, hold on, this happens. Oh, let me mute my phone. So last time I believe I walked to this town and then I saved it. So if I end up having to run to the bathroom, I guess I'll put it on break. Well, you guys are watching this later, you won't even notice, but because I was just waiting around for that to happen for the last 30 minutes, but now I'm just gonna wait. Welcome to my center. Are you new around here? I need something to break up the stomach acid, though. Hold on. Nice. Let's see if I have something for that. Well, you know what? I do. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that, guys. It's a little bit of mild indigestion. Fix my hair real quick. 2 seconds, yeah. Yeah. Good thing is I'm awake, though. I must have been tired, because I got home, I ate, and I fell asleep. So what I do is It's just a little bit of ginger water. Anyways, what's up, guys? We're gonna play some more Albert Odyssey today. My life has gotten so much better since I learned how to cry in queue. Whenever my daddy won't let me go out with my friend, wow. Whenever my boyfriend won't buy me a new dress, wow. Do you think I'm playing into the stereotype of a woman who exploits her femininity for personal gain? My daughter is spoiled rotten, but what else do you expect? She's daddy's little girl. Up into my center, you new around here? Oh, sweet. Yeah, I just gotta wait for that stomach acid to dissolve a little bit. Short sword. Meiji. I'm trying to remember what Meiji means. Sounds very familiar. It's definitely a term of something. Or is it a district in Japan? Now I have to look it up real quick. Hold on. I'm just curious. It's one of those terms I've heard a lot. Oh, it's because it's the name of an era. Okay, that makes sense. Unless my husband, he really shouldn't be working at the factory. The last time he tried to fix something around the house, they felt the explosion in Godot. And who could forget the time he set the attic on fire? Oh. Can't tell where I'm at. Would you be so kind as to tell my ex-boyfriend over there to shove a steel spike up his left nostril? Jesus. These people are just like, why would you tell a random stranger that? A friend of mine works at Duke Lang's factory, and he told me that the Duke is a little eccentric, huh? Duh, the man's insane. But his workers are completely loyal, including my friend, so he must be a true charismatic villain. So I told her, Honey Pie, you can't leave me just because I fooled around with Donna and Jill and Lisa. Our love is so much stronger than that. What a POS. My mommy told me never to talk to strangers because they could be dangerous. Especially a weirdo like you. Haha. This little girl's pretty perceptive, okay? But at least you're not as weird as that guy at the table. Do you think he heard me? Oh, a factory. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get stomach up it. It's gross. When the acid was burning my throat, I was just trying to get it out of that part. It seems like it's helping on the other part, but like further down, but I just wanted to kind of wash away where it was burning my throat. This is the most amazing technology ever built by man. The future is now. Hold on, and my coffee has milk in it with no sugar, so maybe that'll kind of help coat it. You want to know what we're building here? Sorry, but that's confidential information. I could tell you, but then I have to kill you. What's the big secret? Everyone knows we're building an airship, a flying machine for flying. Oh cool, you're gonna give me an airship? I mean, what? This is Lang's factory. Inside we're building the most amazing machine since the salad shooter. Legends say that in ancient times the masters of magic lived in the forest north of our town. The graveyard of ages is all that's left of their once mighty kingdom. Duke Lang's hired dozens of workers to build his airship, but the man is clearly off his rocker. That thing will never leave the ground. Besides, if man were meant to fly, he'd have wings. Wait. That would make us all harpies. Sorry, that was just like a weird... I don't know, the way that my mind read that. I had to stop for a second. Sorry guys, but I'm in a hurry. Would you let me through? Piece of work. All I can say is that this baby's gonna be beautiful. Move it, you're in the way. Bad connection. Turn it off, turn it off. Ooh. Perfect, that's good though. Everything in this factory is the fruit of the months and years of toil and sweat. Don't forget that. Duke Lang promised that his workers would get the first ride when the airship was finished. No, it's just like I would suddenly get up and run to the bathroom. Like, I was trying to wait so that wouldn't happen, but I think it's gonna end up happening. Green plug to green outlet, check. Blue plug to blue outlet, check. Red plug in to, in the name of all that's holy, don't use this outlet. Uh-oh. It's so much different streaming RPGs than it is playing it normally. Like, I don't think... When I was younger, I don't think I ever read text out loud. So it's just an interesting kind of like... I don't know, getting used to it. Everything. So I only have 1,000 gold. Oh, she's a little baby. Well, here, I'll buy... There you go. Just give her a little money. I think my friend here has one too many Jägermeisters. I'm really busy and I'm helping other customers, and could you find yourself a table? I'll get to you as soon as I can. Dark gym, and that means I'm going to die a long, painful death, which includes bloating, eczema, and diarrhea. I was on a hiking trip Visiting the graveyard of ages when I saw a shadowy figure entering the ruins. Well, don't you get it? It was Dark Jim. And once you see him, it's game over, man. Game over. Dark Jim. That's just a story kids tell each other around a fire on camping trips when they're trying to scare themselves with us. This is pretty cool, huh? Saw it down in the tropics. Oh, there's a pot there. Hold on. I'm gonna steal their stuff. Yeah. Oof. Ooh, I need 300, 450, 450, 600, 740, 800, 940. Hold on. Ooh, 750. What the hell does it do, though? Hold on. It says it freezes a monster, which I don't really need. Apparently it can't be used in battle. It might be a quest item? Hold on. No one's really sure. Fuck it. Hold on. I'm gonna equip the stuff that I can't equip. Okay, I got all the weapons. Some people wouldn't take that as a great sign, like the burping, but when my stomach was messed up, I couldn't burp or do anything. So the fact that it's doing anything, and it's just nice to have. Like, even something that a normal person would be like, oh, this sucks. I'm just like, well, it's good that it's not the other thing. I was just curious. This blank spot. Oh, I got a miracle mango. Alright. Now, I hope I didn't need the item for anything, but... it's not too big of a deal, I guess. It seems as if there's arguing on the other side of the door. I don't like Danny. In fact, I hate Danny. Oh. What kind of girl was that? She didn't even say sorry or excuse herself. What's wrong, Gers? You look a little ooh. I get it. Blessed at first sight. The girl, her eyes are filled with tears. This mansion is huge, isn't it? Duke Lang is so lucky. I want to live in a house this big, but Mommy says I can't move into one until hell freezes over. Do you know what time that is? Oh. Right, that's the edge of town. Ooh. Probably ate too much sugar. I ate a couple popsicles before I went to bed. It was just hot. I just wanted a popsicle, damn it. I've dreamed of flying since I was a boy, and now I have the resources to make it come true. I hope I inspire others to dream the impossible dream. The Duke has tried and failed many times to build his airship, but now it's finally happening. Duke Lang has brought prosperity to this town. Too bad he couldn't have brought some common sense. I'd probably have to find that girl who was running away. But I'm gonna check the house first. Just to see if there's anything. where would she ran off to? Maybe her friend's house? No. Maybe this house? I slept like a rock. It's gonna be another high productive day. Oh, there's a note on this pillow. Can I read it? No, it's just window dressing. I don't think she would be in the factory. I didn't check upstairs here, anyways. Duke Lang is the greatest boss I've ever had. We get 2 smoke breaks an hour lunch and unlimited soft drink refills in the factory cafeteria. But of course, no job is perfect. The Duke still hasn't gotten us those naked Swedish masseuses. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the inn, I see the inn's connected to all that. That's good. I don't know where she would have ran. I guess people were talking about the magical forest. I guess that's where I should go. So, out in the country the other day, taking a stroll near the spooky graveyard of ages. I'm crazy like that. Anyways, I see someone run past me, and I swear it's Olivia, the daughter of Duke Lang Impossible. I'm seeing things right. Okay, that's the game telling me yes, that's where you should go. I've deciphered your codes. It's probably good experience anyways. Did I come from the left or did I come north? Damn, one hit? Get her some experience at least. Come on, you motherfucker. Like, really? Thank you. I just get a little annoyed when, like, they keep attacking the weakest person. I need to get her some experience too. That's why I brought her back. Cause I don't think it's that way. I'll try going north. I missed my attack, everybody spilled. Wish I had a world map. I guess I could just look at the map online. I'll go north for a bit first. It's not a big deal. There's only so many directions. Oh no, that was a waste. Damn. I need some attack, everybody spills. Hey, what's up, Trouble? I'm doing okay. I slept for about 4 hours, and then having some mild acid reflux, but for the most part, I'm doing okay. I'm just... how are you doing? It's nothing serious. That's why I was saying earlier, I'm glad, you know, I'm glad it's just something mild like that. Oh, that's cool. Good old Warframe. Ooh, time trap spell. I was seeing which direction to walk on the map. I was gonna look it up, but then I was like, I'm just gonna wing it for a little while. Yeah, I think I came from the west. Thank you. It's better than them attacking Kaya. Kaya's the one I don't want them to attack. Or I don't... Yeah, I don't want them to attack. Journey relics 10 extra. We've got some 10 Archon. Void Trader Flipside. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I've mostly been working. I was trying to stream a little more. I missed one of the main days last week, but I did stream a couple other days during the week, so I'm trying to get back into like an everyday thing. It's just hard. You get tired and such. Oh, she has teleport. That's good. Oh, okay. I was like, it's not on a disc. It's on an SD card. Oh, that looks like a place. I know you went to a con. You said you went to a convention the last time you were on. And you bought a few games. You're saying you should have bought more money. I need to buy that Commodore 64 at work and then pair it with my Commodore monitor. That's going to be a whole nother bag of worms, learning how to get all that stuff fixed up. The only thing that stopped me is I'm pretty sure all that stuff's going to need a recap. Heal me. It's always fun going to conventions and stuff, though. I don't know if I'll focus on cleaning or music tomorrow. Maybe a little of both. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. You saw a Commodore 64 there. That's like a console since I first heard about it. Like way back in the day. Like 10, 15 years ago. Maybe 20 years ago, jeez. I was always like, that'd be cool. And like, I've almost never seen one in the wild. I have a VIC-20 actually. And I have the power cord for it. I just don't have any games. What I need to do is get one of those cards. It's like 20, 30 bucks online. They sell those, it's like the equivalent of what I'm doing with the Sega Saturn, but it has all the games on it. I should do that someday. It's just hard to play stuff like that, like, consistently. It's fun to mess around with it, but I'm not from that era, so, like, I don't know, like, if I could play one of those games for like more than like 10 or 20 minutes, you know. I guess I did play some of Zork, like the text adventure on old PCs and stuff like that. And then like I played like King's Quest and stuff like that, but like I don't know, some of that stuff just seems like it's not that it's bad, it's just like before my time. Like I kind of understand that too, because that's how like old kids feel about our games, you know, or younger kids feel about our games. They're just like, how do you play this darn fickle contraption? I used to have a Texas Instrument instead of a cassette tape player. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, so my earliest experience with computers, my mom's side of the family, her uncle, he had a 286 with DOS. My dad's side, my grandpa, uh, long story short, but anyways, he had when I would go visit them in Kansas, they always had old Apple computers, so I would play all those really old, like, this is before Myst. It's hard to remember, but it was like those are not the original Apples, probably like the early 90s Apples. But yeah, so my first computer that they gave me was that 286 because it just sat there. They were eventually going to get rid of it, and I was so sad because I had it at the house, and when I went back, my mom had thrown it away, and I was like, no, like that was like the one thing I kind of regret that happened to. That and I had a Model 1 Sega CD that I'm pretty sure was just the rubber things on the gears that didn't work. And I think all that got thrown away too, which sucks. I mean, we're talking like this was like 2005, 2006. But yeah, that 286, I used to sit there in the middle of the night, and like the sound that came from it was like pretty awesome. I think it had Windows 3.1, I think. But I mean, all the games were in DOS. You know what, to be honest though, I think at our house, we had like an old computer with Windows 3.1, but I can't remember the only game off the top of my head, because my dad was usually the one using it. But the only game I remember that was on there was the original Duke Nukem. Anytime I tell people that, I have to explain, not the 3D Duke Nukem, it was the side scroller where you like jump and you find the little keys and open the doors and fight the little tiny aliens. Like, it's like a you know, I used to think that game was like a fever dream because I didn't play the rest of the Duke series, and so I didn't know what it was until one day I was just watching, you know, random documentary on it. Yeah, I mentioned Myst so prominently though because my uncle played Myst a lot, and so I would go to his house and just watch him play Myst. And they had this notebook, and they would write everything down. This is like before I know search engines and the internet existed, but they didn't really like look stuff up. It was like they would get to a puzzle and then they would sit there and like figure it out. And he beat it. I watched him beating it. Like, and I was thinking like later on when I tried to play that game, I was like, I don't know if I have the willpower to beat this game. I remember having computers in my elementary school library. Oh yeah, I think we had some early Apples too. Because there was this game called Dino Park that I couldn't find for the longest time. Which ironically was released on the 3DO. And I'm going to buy me an actual copy of that because that's a game I've tried to get to work on modern computers, like even emulated, for years. And like, I can get it to work, but I could never get the sound working right. There'd always be some kind of issue with the sound. So I burnt the disc and I was playing it on the 3DO earlier, and I was like, this is rad. Like, I was so happy. And it's so silly because it's like the simplest game ever, but this is an interesting game. If you know what to do, you can win it shortly after starting. Yeah, because it's pretty much, well, you know, it's pretty much just like figuring out what the puzzles are. But like there were certain ones, like I'm trying to remember that fireplace with the numbers, and I think it has something to do with prime numbers or something. But like the last time when I got there myself, just playing it by myself, I was like, I don't feel like doing this. Like, it's like math problems and stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I just don't find that kind of stuff enjoyable all the time. But I definitely think it was an older era because how big that game was with the older people I remember in that generation. I thought it was cool with the cutscenes and stuff because I mean that was the first time aside from the Sega CD that I had seen like the FMV videos. Please don't kill her. I want to say they played through Ribbon and something else too, but I don't remember. But that's why it was always interesting growing up though, is because like I was always around people who had computers. Like, even if they didn't have much else, they had a computer. And, that was always a constant in my life, was like seeing, even if not seeing them right when they came out, but seeing like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Age of Empires 2, Warcraft, Diablo, freaking, the Might Magic series. I'm trying to think of other ones. Because it seemed like there wasn't... So you would run into a bad game every now and then, but because you only had so much money to buy a game, most of the time when people got a game, it was when everyone was like, this game's great, this game's great. You'd read reviews on it, you'd hear people talking about it. So people would get something like that like you could play for, like Diablo, you could play that game over and over and over again. My mom has Ribbon for the PS1. Oh, it was on the PS1. I'm just gonna keep using magic. I think it's just her. That doesn't like switch into that track. That's interesting. There was some other games like that that I'm trying to remember. Oh, this cave is dark. Well, I guess, like I said, like King's Quest and stuff like that. Myst was one I remember, like, you know, my mom and my uncle and my aunt sitting around playing, though, which was interesting. On the old, so on the Mac, my grandpa had this game, this night game, and for the longest time I couldn't figure out what it was. But I would look at the box and I'd be like, "Oh, it'd be so cool to play this." And I figured out eventually. What was the name of it? Anyways, it's this famous game series. I eventually ended up playing it on DOS. But that was just crazy because it wouldn't work on his computer for some reason. Like every time you installed it, it didn't work. So we just sit there and look at the box. A high school friend's father had used really early computers, the type that use cards, the holes for programming. Oh yeah, those guys were nuts. So I was talking to one of those ladies one time when I was working for Apple, and she was like, "You guys are so smart with your new computers." And she was telling me about how she programmed in the early 70s on those computers. And I was like, "Lady," I was like, "you are a genius." I was like, that kind of stuff is way harder to do than anything nowadays. Everything nowadays GUIs and everything's, optimized so, everyday people can use it. Yeah, that stuff back then was like, it was intense what those people went through. When I look at the sheets of code, like they would write down the code and they would like, if you type in all the code, it'll do the thing. That used to like amaze me. Like, because DOS was really, it was still an operating system. If you knew the commands, if you knew where the folders were and where, how to execute like an exe or something like that, you could still kind of figure it out. I feel like nowadays computers are like, when people are like, "I don't understand computers," I'm like, you click on the thing, you turn it on. Like, it's way easier nowadays. I know there's still stuff that's annoying, but oh, robots, go away, robots. I'm gonna have to start playing some old. I'm gonna play some old PC games soon. I could tell when I start getting. You could tell me talking about them. I start getting the hankering for that era. I've always thought about getting an Amiga too. The more I hear about the Amiga stuff, and some of those Amiga games, seeing them run on there compared to DOS, like I think it would be fun to play some of those ones. See, so when I was at school, when I was in elementary school too, the Oregon Trail that we had, it wasn't the super old one, but it wasn't the FMV one. It was like in between. That was super hard to find. I finally found like DXE file for it, thankfully, so I could pull it up and play it. I think I played it on stream one day, um, but yeah, it was weird trying to find the exact Oregon Trail that I used to play. Get some more coffee. Trying to think of other old. So on the 286, the game I played the most is going to sound really goofy, but it was this golf game which I also found. It's called like USA Tour Golf or something. The dude's like, looks like you hit the tree, Jim. Like every time you hit the ball into the trees. So we would just aim at the trees just so they would say stuff. So we were like, it's amazing they're talking to us. But that game has a certain atmosphere. Playing it in the middle of the night with all the lights off by myself, like the hue of the CRT, that's like a very vivid memory. And it's a golf game. Like it's so silly. I've always been a guy who likes sports though, and I know that's something that I know a lot of people are into. But that kind of stuff I've always been kind of a nerd for stuff like that. I'm trying to remember what that night game was. I know I think I bought it on GOG. I'm pretty sure I have it on GOG. I have the Windows version and the DOS version. Is it Knights of the Round? No. Anyways, you like control your kingdoms, and then like they'll have like random jousting tournaments and stuff. But like you control your little dude, and you can send them. It's kind of like an early RTS kind of game. The TI I had was the only system I played sports games on. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I think when you're younger, though, it doesn't matter what game it is. You just play whatever game you have. Because in the same aspect on my NES, like we played Double Dribble all the time. We didn't know anything about basketball, but we would just play Double Dribble. Like, I guess you hear about stuff, but I mean, rules-wise, we didn't know anything. Like, we didn't understand what traveling or any of that stuff was. And I guess nowadays nobody does, because everybody travels. Oh, man. Oh, you know what? So this is gonna sound lame too, but on the early Windows, I think it was 95. It was actually, no, it was 3.1, but it worked on 95. The Best of Entertainment Pack, Chips Challenge, freaking Ski Free, like all those games, all the card games and everything. I would play the ever living crap out of those. Yeah, Chips Challenge. I still want to. I'm trying to remember how far I got in Chips Challenge. It was like level 70 or something like that. And then I saw that it was on the Lynx, and that was one of the few reasons I wanted to buy a Lynx, because they got one in the game store, but almost no other game on the console I wanted to play it, but I was like, Portable Chips Challenge. That's almost enough to buy to spend money on for that. The only thing is the Lynx version has like, because the sound chip is different and stuff. I'm so used to the PC version, like the way the sound effects and graphics are. I thought about streaming Chips Challenge too, but I don't know. I guess it'd be better than streaming Minesweeper, but can you imagine that? Just like 6 hours of somebody sitting there playing Minesweeper? Like, no, I guess people do it. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it though. Who plays cards games? The actual deck of cards anymore. I have before, mainly because I was so fascinated with like the computer solitaire that I like would lay it out and be like, well, like how does it feel in real life? It's really annoying moving a stack of like 12 cards though. It's like, or 10 cards or whatever. Oh, and then the early Yahoo chat games. Those were dope. I remember, like, my one buddy in high school got a computer, and late at night, we would sit there, because I think it was, like, right when he got internet. And I remember everyone would always play the pool game. There was a pool game. There was I think it was Hearts, which I never really got into, but I'm trying to think of the other ones. The pool game, I remember everyone was playing against each other. It was like a big thing. It's so simple. It's like a little stick on a screen, but people are like, you could chat with people and like play pool over the internet. Like, it was like this big deal. There was a site. Did I ever tell you a card game magazine that pitted several different card games against each other? No, that's interesting though. Was it just was it like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon and stuff, or was it like more? I guess it would have to be. Oh, and then there's that one that came out when Magic came out. It was like Archmage or something like that. I know way too much about weird D&D, any kind of games really. I know way too much about. I have an uncomfortable amount of useless game knowledge. I guess it's not really useless. It's just you kind of follow your passion. No. What was I going to say, though? There was a site in the early 2000s I would go to, and it was a web browser site. It must have been Flash. Maybe it was before Flash. Maybe it was, no, it had to be Flash. But it had arcade games, and it had these... It wasn't the exact arcade games, but it was replicated versions. It was like hundreds... Maybe it was like 25 pages, but eventually it became hundreds of pages. And they would just add on new games all the time. And I would play that a lot, because you'd go from computer lab to computer lab, and you could just pull up the website and play it on there. Magic the Gathering, Vampire the Masquerade, Uno, and a few other games. That's funny. I actually put aside a Vampire the Masquerade book at work that I was going to buy. It's only like $20, but I have that one, Cyberpunk, and Shadowrun set aside. Again, I don't know why I buy all these D&D books. I have stacks of second ed campaigns and stuff that, and know when to play them with, so I don't know. Correction, I have people to play them with, but it's a pain setting up a time every week or every 2 weeks to get that many people together. We were talking about this the other day, and I think my one buddy mentioned, he said, I think the perfect party size is like 4, like a DM and then 4 other people in the party. So that way it doesn't get too crazy, because I feel like if you try to do any more people than that, it becomes kind of a clusterfuck of like people trying to like talk over other people. One person's trying to do one thing and they have to wait like 30 minutes to do it, and they're annoyed, and then there's another person who doesn't want to be there, but it's just there because the other friends are there, and they're talking about some anime or something completely different and like throwing the whole. Meanwhile, there's somebody checking the rules, seeing if they can do some complex spell or ability. It's like, I love D&D, but at the same time, there's definitely times when it's like frustrating. There's a point where the Uno player called Uno, and they wondered if the game was going to come out on top. That's funny. But yeah, no, I always buy, like if I find any kind of role-playing book. Ooh, I found a really cool one. It was like from a couple of years ago. I guess it's based on a comic. I really want to read the comic because I love the artwork. But it's like these little mice that live in a village. You know, they're like humanistic mice, but they're like medieval times, so they have like swords and ropes and stuff. But it's a role-playing game based on that. And they live in like a little miniature world. I don't know. Like, I thought it was one of the most adorable things I had seen. Like, and they had like a whole religion based on the seasons and like all kind of, I don't know. It looked neat. I still need to read. I'll do that. I'll have like a list of comics I want to read and a list of movies I want to watch, and then I just go into the thrift store and find, you know, the cheapest thing I can. When really what I should be doing is just saving all my money and buying the exact thing I want to buy. It's just hard to do that because you feel like you're wasting. When you're not getting deals on things, you feel like you're getting like ripped off all the time. Ooh, a save point. It's really hard to see in this game. Oh man. That's why a lot of times when I play like an old RPG like this, and on stream it's a little bit different, because I'm more intellectually looking at the game. But sometimes when I like draw myself in fantasy-wise, when I'm just sitting on the couch at night, it's almost like I'm there with my old friends, like, and they're like the different characters in the party. It's kind of weird. Then came the Magic the Gathering player. He pulled all the mana, cast a 15-point Rain Singer, forked it, and then pulled Uno, draw 30. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm just wondering how the Uno player, so if like, they must have had a conversion system, because you know, if the Uno player is like any, you know, they'd play like a red 2 or something. If you didn't have any red in your hand. Or green. I guess it'd be based on the mana color. But then, that's what I mean. Between the games, it would be like, that sounds insane. But also as crazy as like me eating like a magic card, or I think I did that. My friend Nick did it like every pack that he opened of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic card. No. I tried to smoke a playing card. That's what it was. Nick would eat the playing cards. You should have seen the picture of the no player holding their cards. It's pretty funny. Man, I'm trying to think of the last time I played Uno. So we used to play it on Xbox 360 when the 360, when everyone was first getting Xbox Live. That was when Castle Crashers first came out. That was when there was a disc Xbox Live Arcade and it had Uno on there. And I think most people had it because those Uno lobbies would be packed all night. Sounds kind of funny. It's such a simple game, but like that was like the beginnings of the 360 multiplayer era. Like it started so simply, and then it like, you know, it became like GTA and all these other games like that, Modern Warfare and all that stuff. But that was kind of like where it all started. Kind of like did this build up. I guess Halo 2 was the biggest one. I guess most people played Halo 2. But when you were looking for other games that weren't, because a lot of my friends, there's a lot of people I knew who were like, weren't into shooters, or they wanted to take a break from shooters. So everyone was always looking for a different type of game. And then Street Fighter 4, that was a big thing for my friends. They'd get together and play Street Fighter 4 all night. Alright. She's almost out of magic. It seems like if there's a save point here, there should be a doorway here, right? But I'm not seeing one. Xbox has the best internet service. Too bad that they flubbed up the console strategy. Yeah. Well, that was the weirdest thing to me, is because they had so much momentum. The 360 era, they had built up such an audience to where everyone who was anyone was like, well, I play on Xbox because, you know, I can get in a lobby quicker. There's more players. There was more games with more players. So if you wanted to play a different, that's what I was saying, like the Uno game. Like if you wanted to play something like Uno at 3 o'clock in the morning with somebody, you could. People used to talk all the time, like how I'm talking on stream. You would get in a lobby, and like everyone would be so happy to have these mics. People would be talking about all kinds of stuff. And it hit a point, like nowadays, like nobody talks anymore. Like you talk to your friends, but not like anyone else. Like yeah, it was strange how they decided to mess that up. And I think most of it was just they should have pushed for more Japanese games. I think that was their only issue. To me, is that I don't think they always had the American stuff right on point, but they were always lacking with any of the Japanese titles. You could argue, though, that Nintendo's always had the best Japanese titles, but I think there's always other good ones, too. Not to mention the cheap indie games you can get. Sure, a lot was not good, but you can find some good ones. That was fun. I loved that because it was almost like a weird exploration. Because, like you said, you'd find so many bad ones, but when you found like a gem, it was just like this feeling of elation because like it was a dollar game and no one was talking about it. Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, which is on Steam, that was the one that I ended up playing the most, I think. But man, that was a fun game. Actually, it's a mix between a shooter and Oregon Trail. But we used to play that all the time. The music was great in that game. Xeno Monitor was the one that stole me from Minecraft. Oh, there was a bunch of those, yeah. I would try them out. I would try out the ones, like when they had a demo. Oh, the arrows are leading me. I see. It's supposed to be kind of hard to see in here. I'm gonna have to give her an ether. I know they're not called ethers in this game, but I'd have to think of the other ones. I know I still have my 360, and a few years ago, I went through and I made sure to download any of the games that I really wanted for my collection on there. Because I don't think I had a big enough hard drive to get like everything. Most of it was AAA stuff that you get the free games every month or whatever. But I did make sure to get any of those indie games downloaded on the hard drive. The only reason I wasn't too worried about that. Oh, she got Molotov Cocktail. Awesome. The only reason I wasn't too worried about that though is because I know so much the community backs up and saves stuff, so it is kind of scary though because you never know, maybe something will be lost. I still have Xenomonitor saves with the spaceships I made. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. 96 isn't bad. I'm gonna use some of these health items anyway, so... Yeah, normally, I would say I would grind more. I went through a period, so I didn't used to grind at all when I was younger. Then I went through this middle period when I found out about grinding, where I got really excited, and I would train as much as I could. But then I hit a point where it kind of takes the fun out of the game when your guys are too strong. So now I kind of just go through the game, and like, if I can't afford something, sometimes I'll like sell something, or I don't know. I kind of just try to ride through the game now. There's certain games that I'll still like. Final Fantasy VII, I'm obsessed with like leveling all the materia. And Final Fantasy IX, I have to get all the skills. But that's also because I played those games 1,000 times. So, but yeah, I feel like if your dudes are too strong, like for instance in Final Fantasy VII, when you max all that stuff out, you could really fight Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. Nothing else gives you any sort of challenge at that point. And in fact, even they don't really give you that much of a challenge once you figure out the strategy to beating them. So, I don't know, I just have, like, I thought about maybe some weird stuff on that game, like trying to beat Emerald Weapon at, like, below level 30 or something. Like, weird stuff like that. I understand that overleveling can kill the challenge factor. Yeah, it feels like if you just make your guys a little too strong, like it takes away from the fun of the game a little bit. A side note, I don't really have the money to do it anymore, but I thought I had a free $50 for a second, and I was gonna get, there was a copy of, Suikoden I was gonna get. Because I've played that game for a few hours on the PSP, but I was like, oh, Suikoden on the PlayStation. I think that would be kind of fun, like getting the different characters. Like not following a guide, just kind of going through as I will and seeing which dudes I end up with. Grinding nowadays makes people think of playing these free-to-play games. Oh, yeah, a bit. It kind of depends on the game, though. That's the reason. So, for instance, I still play Dokkan Battle, the Dragon Ball game, which, by the way, I have to log in. I forgot about that. But, that game, when you get far enough into it, it's completely free. Oh, it's on my other phone. When you get far enough into it, it doesn't, you could really sit there all night doing, there's enough events and things going on that it, like you probably only want to play it for a little while every now and then, but, there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of content, which I kind of like. Like, early on, it kind of felt like, oh, like, maybe we could do this or that, but we never hit, like a wall or anything. It was always, like, when you used to hit those stamina blocks, you'd be like, oh, well, I shouldn't be playing this game more than 6 hours anyways, you know? But they give you so much extra stuff now that it's like, it never runs out. The stamina bar is almost a joke because your level's so high and they give you so many items to refill it that it's just like, it shouldn't even exist anymore. Like, it's just like, play any of the stages. Is that an earthquake? No, it's something else. I think it's a magic spell causing the shaking. And I think it's coming from behind this door. Let's hurry. Oh, I didn't even see the door. I think I'll stick to Xenoverse 2 if I want to ABC gameplay. Those ones are pretty fun. I like the collecting the characters thing aspect. Kind of like the collecting cards aspect kind of thing. And the fact that you get the things for free, so I don't really spend money on it. I did back in the day, I'd spend like $10 or $5, but I really don't buy anything now, it's just free. That Guardian was more difficult to defeat than I expected. I'm not losing my edge, am I? Ain, my dear. It's okay, I have the vessel. I didn't know any of this was going on. You've given us all the info in your wrinkled old head, Freda. Great job. And now that we're done with you, I'm going to kill you in a visually appealing manner. Who are you? Pike, we meet again. You're here for the old woman. I'm impressed you found us. Novia, it's nice to be remembered here, but I don't at all like to be yelled at. So let me tell you something. Retta doesn't know who any of you are. It's called amnesia. In her case, not to be confused with Alzheimer's. But the only way to get what I needed from this place is through Retta. So I used my powers to turn her into a puppet of sorts. You might find it cruel. I found it necessary. Oh, Graham, I can't bear to see you like this. Ain said you're done with her, so why don't you let her go? Ruby, come here. She's barking at something. I used to play a character-based gacha game. They were going to make a Shining Force type phone game like that. I was really excited. It got canceled, though. Ruby, come here. Just barking at the people walking outside. Like you're different. You don't have the power I felt in you before. You feel mortal, you feel weak. What happened to you? The power she felt before, do you think she's talking about Cyrus? It's too bad you lost your strength, Pike. You had such promise. Now you're just an annoying little boy. A boy who's trying to interfere with my plans, and I can't have that. You heard the woman. Everyone has to die. So anyone want to beg for mercy before we start? What? I think I'm going to open the fan in the other room to get some air going through here, too. The Guardian, amazing. She's still trying to protect the Holy Vessel, even in his pathetic condition. Grandmother, be strong. We'll save you, I swear it. Yeah, the gacha one's more like, it's like the feeling of opening packs of cards, because that's what I used to love to do. But I can't afford to spend $15 or $20 on a pack of cards every single day anymore. I know, I mean, I guess I never could, but I remember that feeling of opening a pack and getting like, oh man, this is awesome. Like, I don't know. There's no need to swear, child. Profanity is for the weak-minded. Since the Guardian will likely kill you for me, I'll be leaving. Yeah, I keep thinking that. It took us every bit of strength and skill to defeat the Guardian. And I mean every drop. That was amazing, considering that we're certainly stronger than you. Now I'm just a talkative psychotic killer, not a gambler, but I put the odds of your survival at about 7 gajillion to 1. Toodles. I sense the power of an evil spirit. Okay, it's not ATP. I'm gonna turn the fan on real quick, just to get the air flowing. When it gets too, It's hard to explain. It's cold outside right now, but it's just there's no airflow, so it just gets doing. Sorry about that. Gosh darn it. Hold on. I have to adjust the fan. It's making noise. So sorry about that. Speaking of my other phone, hold on. No, I had it on Dragon Ball by itself. That's funny. I found another phone and it's locked to a carrier, but I could still use it. So I just moved my games to that. It's gonna be a game phone, so that way my other phone was like running out of space. And it has a better camera. I don't even know if this will work. No, it looked like it worked. Sorry, that's annoying. Put that over there out of view. Not shining on you guys. Funny thing is, the company that ran the game I played made Stellar play. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that did nothing and was a waste of time. Healing and healing and healing. I'm trying to be more vigilant and not smoke as much too. I definitely still think like I do enjoy smoking and I still want to do it every now and then, but I'm gonna try my best to like calm down on it and just like I more than often when I chain smoke, it's when I'm social. I get like this anxiety when I'm like talking to somebody. Oh, well, that was nice. I was gonna try to just attack, but since everyone is paralyzed, I might as well heal. Jeez. He's really on about that paralyzation. What is this other attacks? I guess he could try to poison him. I'm gonna guess that poison won't work though. I'll just heal until everyone wakes up. Oh no, is it a permanent status effect? Do I have to use an item? Please don't paralyze him. I forgot how status effects worked in this game. Please. Okay. I forgot that a charm spell basically lasted all battle and like screwed me up. I believe he has a spell. Hold on. I'll just keep healing. That's fine. At least you attack 2 people. He does have a refresh spell. I was sitting there waiting for the effects to go away, but I forgot that the charm effect never went away when I was fighting those Memnox. Oh boy. He only has one more. Hold on, I'm just seeing fixed conditions, restore condition. Will this work on this? No, apparently not. See, if I don't have something to block that, I'm kind of fucked. Like a ribbon or some kind of piece of equipment. Yeah, apparently this fight was one that you needed a strategy guide for to understand how to bring everything back. I'll try this one more time. Let's see if he keeps paralyzing everybody, though. Alright, fuck you, buddy. We're just going in one party member, then. He kills the other guys, fuck it. We're doing this. Now heal. I think Gertz is immune to the paralyzation. He's also the only guy healing, so this is gonna take a little while, but I think I might be able to do this. This battle may cause me to have a smoke in a minute, because this is gonna be frustrating, but yeah, keep doing that. Just keep casting that. See, that's why I wanted him to keep casting it, because when he doesn't, I have to heal. Oh, my mom sent me a text. Hold on. If I can get him out of the... Even if I can't... I mean, I'd love to just kill him, but if I can get him out of the phase of casting the paralyzation spell, I might be able to resurrect Pike and then have him unparalyze people. But as long as he's gonna keep casting that, there's almost no point in trying to unparalyze everybody, because he's just going to instantly paralyze everybody. I'm going to guess this is going to take about 30 minutes. Because I'm a stubborn bastard. And I know I could just back out and go to the town and grab items, but... I guess it depends on how much HP this guy has. The good thing is that Gertz also has like the highest attack naturally, so at least I'm doing like a fair amount of damage every time. Maybe there's an accessory you can get. That was the only thing I could think that could stop this, just because of how much how often he's casting it. Even if I had the items, it would matter, you know. You could use it, you could use it, and you could use it, and he'd just keep converting everybody. So I'm using basically my other party members as a shield right now. So that way he doesn't double attack Gertz. That's the reason I'm healing. Yeah, I apologize to everyone. What I should do on the when I get the video to edit to put on YouTube, what I should do is I should have like a fast forward on this part, just like. And honestly, I think I'd have more of a chance. I would bring back Pike and try to unparalyze everybody if the spell he cast was only on one person a turn. But the fact that he does it to the entire party, and it seems like it affects everybody except for Gertz, like, it just happens. Like, there's no chance of them blocking it. There's really no point in trying that. Like, it's feeble. Yeah, that's fine, because I was gonna heal anyways. Why? Because it just casts the paralyze spell 2 times in a row eventually. Which will give me time to get her to full health. I need him to do that like every turn. Well, this is exciting. Yay. Okay. Let's see if one of these attacks will have to take him down. I know, right? This is why I'm glad I took a nap earlier. I thought I was overpowered too, but apparently I'm missing some kind of item or something. Yeah. Again, I would have resurrected Pike, but there was no way of knowing when I would have been able to kill that dude. So. Graham, please wake up. Oh, Graham, I love you so much. You always spoiled me rotten. You taught me how to use magic. You never told my mom about the time I set the cat on fire. You can't die on me. It's pretty fucked up setting a cat on fire. Oh, I feel like hell. Where am I? Yeah, I killed its ass. Oh, yeah. Oh, Graham, you're okay. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. You cry all you want, Kaya. Graham's going to cry with you. I knew it turned out alright. I was on your side, remember? I'm happy for Kaya. But I want to know where Guy and Sermaeus have gone, since they are not here with Verna. Kaya, why are you here with Pike and the others? Yeah, well, when I found out you were missing, I didn't know what to do. So I went to see the king, and he told me to get Pike and his friends. It didn't take me long because of the teleport spell you taught me. Thank you, all of you. I owe you my life. Don't worry about it, Pike. Besides, we're not done yet. We still need to find Guy and Cermaeus. Do you know what happened to them? I was hoping they were with you. If they're not, you do not know. I think I do know. I think it's Novia. But what has Novia done with them? That is what we must discover. Novia must be the ringleader. She's also the key. Yes, she's at the center of all this. She knows exactly where to find Guy and Cermaeus, and there's something else. No, the room is about to collapse. Kaya, listen to me. You must go see the king of Gadol. Just fucking teleport everybody out of there. I thought she was gonna try to sacrifice herself to stop us, but... What's going on? Relax, Majesty, it's me. Greta, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. My sight grows dimmer each day passing. Where are Guy and Cermaeus? Why aren't they with you? Are they alright? I know, I read that backwards. We don't know, Majesty. I was separated from them and haven't seen them since. Oh dear, this is terrible. Before we were separated, we learned much of Balin and his plans. First, the rumors aren't rumors, they're reality. Balin is alive. The person responsible for this return to our world is a woman named Novia. She's a very powerful priest seen during the attack on Balin's fort. Novia, eh? Yes. We thought we were well behind her, but we walked right into an ambush. Sorry. I got separated from Guy and Cermaeus in all the confusion. Someone struck me in the head, and for a while against my will I was under Novia's foul command. That is until Pike and his friends saved me. She must be powerful if she was able to separate the three of you. What else do you know of this sorceress? Novia and her companion used my knowledge to find the Graveyard of Ages. They broke into it, defeated the Guardian, and stole the Holy Vessel. Very few people know of the vessel's existence, Majesty. And one of them is the High Priestess of the Kingdom of Vargasta. Majesty, I've come to believe that Novia and the Priestess of Vargasta are one and the same. The High Priestess of Vargasta, ransacking sacred ruins and resurrecting the dead. But what would motivate her to do such terrible deeds? She's trying to resurrect somebody. Please calm down, my liege. There's much more to tell. I believe Novia has revived Balin for no other reason than to test her newfound ability. As for the Holy Vessel, Majesty, it has the power both to summon creatures of light or those of unspeakable evil. And one of Novia's powers could conjure up the most powerful creatures imaginable. I believe that's exactly what Novia plans to do, and to conjure up an army and conquer the world. It's imperative that we locate her and recover the Holy Vessel. Since Guy's out of commission, there is only one group who can stop her, Pike and his friends. I once called them children, but now I realize what strength they have. I too have faith in Pike's abilities. Don't worry, Grandma, Greta, we're gonna be fine. Okay, if only we could let you talk us to a victory. You make it sound so easy. Don't worry, leave it to us. That's all well and good, but don't overestimate your ability. Novia and her henchmen will be formidable foes, especially Ain. I need to get an item that stops paralysis, or that stops conditions from affecting me. No, don't get shaky at me. Guy isn't here. But you are Pike, and the Pike I knew was the one who defeated Victoria. There's no way Aang can surpass that kind of power. Indeed, Rita, your words are wise. Pike, she's right. We need your help. This isn't just the fate of Cadell. The fate of the world is at stake. I'll do whatever I can to help you get to Vargasta as quickly as possible. But you must find the power to stop Novia within yourself. Majesty, after what we've been through together, I don't think there's anything we can't do. Vargasta is northwest of here, far across the ocean. But the last I heard, the route there was blocked, so you have to find another path. I have knowledge of a marvelous project that might be of assistance. There's an amazing project underway in the town of my son. A wealthy man is building a giant flying vehicle called an airship. If it hasn't already been completed, it will be by the time you get there. We were looking at using this airship for military purposes, but now fate has made it useful for a much nobler purpose. Use it well. Perfect. Once we find Novia, I guarantee that Pike is the man to take her down. Right, Pike? Right? Well, good luck and Godspeed. Can never do laughing, fake laughing or otherwise. I think it's because I don't laugh very often. It's just hard to emulate something you don't do on a regular basis. Alright. I guess I could just teleport there. I wanted to see... I do have to buy a couple of those items that heal conditions. I didn't realize how low on those I was. And I might take a couple-minute break, but I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. Let's get like 50 of them, right? For one, I'd like to enjoy the rain that's going on outside for a second. It's really silly. Or I could just smoke here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Oh, you know what? I should go to the inn. I forgot that this part of the game always does that. Oh. I'm so sorry. Oh, nice. You're able to do laundry at night? I envy you, sir. I envy you. But also, I know laundry sucks. We can only do it... So ours closes at... Well, the cutoff's at 7. because it stops at 8, but you can't really start a load after 7. Can I use teleport? Do I have to be outside? Even though in the cutscene she could use it wherever. No. The advantage of owning the machines. That's good. I'm always living in apartments and stuff, so I'm screwed. I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna have a house or be able to live in a house. It would be nice. Oh, there's a world map on the warp screen. That's good. The town is deadly quiet. Everyone is missing. Hey, wait. My daughter is missing. I can't find her anywhere. Please, I beg you to find my daughter. I won't continue my project until I know she's right. And I won't be able to live with myself if she's hurt or worse. The Duke has tried and failed many times to build his airship, but now it's finally happening. Okay. Shit, now I have to find where his daughter's at, though. No, there's still people in the town. Why did it say that? It was like, it seems eerie, like there's nobody in the town. It's just the people outside that are gone. That's kind of weird. What the? It's been smashed. Guy? Long time no see, Guy. This is great. I knew you'd be able to escape Novia. Guy, are you okay? It's me, Kaya, Britta's granddaughter. Remember how we used to fight over the last piece of pie when she'd cook one for us? Like, Guy's acting very funny. Actually, he's acting very, very funny. Kind of funny. Sorry. Maybe he's in shock. I do not like this. I want to know why Guy is here. I think that Guy might have done this to the blimp. Guy, are you hungry? Can I get you a burrito? Oh my gosh. Is Guy being controlled? What kind of goofy laugh is that? It sounded like Santa Claus in helium. Oh please, can't you come up with a better put down than that? Time to get some new riders, honey. We saw you with Novia. Why, yes you did. The same place I saw you. At the Graveyard of Ages, where we so neatly stole the holy vessel and left you to fight the Guardian. And since you're here, you must have won. Congrats. My name is Krishna. I'm a priest, but I never did like all those robes. So I decided to wear something a little more interesting. You're a strong boy, Pike, and strong boys really turn me on. Oh, jeez. Why are they both mad at him? Is he blushing? What have you done to Guy, you little lovely blush? I actually enjoyed that insult. Please stop that sickening laugh. I demand you release Guy. I'm sorry, sweet. There's nothing I can do to help Guy because he's not under my spell. He's under Novia's. But there are plenty of things I can do to Guy with my magic. Let me give you a small sample. Luscious. Woof. There he goes. I think he'll fetch fabulous stud fees when we breed him, don't you think? I didn't really like him anyways. You're much more my type, Beck. Such a young, hardy boy, such handsome features. I want to eat you out. What the fuck? Why is that an option? Oh, jeez. I'm in a relationship. You don't believe me, Pike. I'd be more than happy to show you that I mean exactly what I say. Pike is all mine, you shameless hussy. I'm sorry. Were you talking? I thought I heard a squeal. Here, taste what's next. Wink. That guy's been turned into the other white meat. I hope she's stuck like that, Pike. Or you'll be making a major relationship adjustment. Why so shocked, Pike? Haven't you ever seen her without her makeup? I'm going to make bacon out of you, Christian. You only wish that were you only wish that were true, pussycat. Well, Pike, I have to go. I still have so much to do. I'm sure you'll catch me engaging in some type of evil again. Goodbye. The woman is insane. Obviously, I mean, why else would she find Pike more attractive than me? Hello, does anyone know what we should do with Miss Piggy here besides pull her tail? We need to break the spell. I'm a big fan of ham. Oh. Wait, I know. I bet Granny Berta can break this spell. I'll teleport us back to Cadell right now. If it's any consolation, Eka, you're a very attractive pig. Everyone ready? Hold on, Kaya. Why do we always have to teleport right away? Can't you give us a few seconds to get ourselves prepared? Can't you? What the? Ouch. Kaya, if you don't give us a 5 count the next time you do that, I'll pick you a bullet spot, got it? Kaya, what are you doing back? Did you fail to locate the airship? No, we found it. We found Novia's henchman, woman thing, whatever. Where's Eka, and why did you bring along this pig? Eka is the pig, Graham. The woman put some kind of hex or charm on her. Kaya breathlessly tells Retta what happened, except for the naughty comments Krishna made. So then the airship was completely destroyed. I pray another one can be built in haste. Or better yet, perhaps the airship could be repaired somehow. I seem to recall an eccentric artisan in the town of Agnes. Yes. But what of Eka? What about that guy's daughter? He's like, find my daughter. Who the hell is she? Calm down, Kai. A great priest retains control of their emotions at all times. Your lack of control betrays your need to work harder at your craft. Relax, child. I shall take care of your friend at once. Free at last. Oh, Bretta, I knew you'd come through. I can't begin to describe how strange it was to have a huge wet nose, hooves, feet, and a dozen nipples. All in all, the experience was quite terrifying, but I must admit, I did enjoy the thought of nosing around in the mud and eating table scraps. We'll do the therapy later. I'm so glad you're back. Oh, Pike, me too. Slap aside. Living as a barnyard animal is a chore. She was a pig for like 10 minutes. Well, yes. Now that we've solved the swine situation, may I return your attention to saving the world, please? Oh, yes, of course, Majesty. While you were gone, we received a message from Novia. Just as Vera suspected. Excuse me. Novia's goal is nothing short of world domination. The message states that if my knights don't surrender, she'll attack Gadol, Chestoria, and even Agnes. We haven't told the public yet because we don't want to start a panic. How can she attack all those towns in a row? With the Holy Vessel, Eka, she has incredible power. Attacking all those towns would be nothing more than merely child's play. We need to rebuild the airship and get you on your way, and quickly. Greta, my dear, will you be so kind as to travel to Mycent and supervise the repair work? Not exactly how any guy would want to see his gal in the buff. That's funny. I'm still rather weak from my ordeal with Novia. But that's what prune juice cocktails for. Oh, gosh. Why? Why? Why, game? Why? I'll select back a jug of the energy-rich elixir of the gods and head right out, Majesty. The repairs in my scent will be made to the airship. You have my word. She's so cute when she's wrapped up in command. While she's at work in my scent, I want you to visit Gestoria and Agnes. Make sure the towns are safe for the present. We can't give in to this insane woman's demands, Pike. We must fight. As always, I'm counting on you and your associates. And you should, my liege. Pike just keeps going and going. That's why I'm so hooked on my hunky little heartthrob habit. Oh, jeez. Ah, well, yes, that sounds like a story for another time. You better be on your way. Safe travels, my friends. Majesty, I have here's some news to impart. Out with it, man. What? Yes, I see. Return to your post at once. Pike, it seems the time for Novia's attack is upon us. Gadal is under siege even as we speak. The knights of Gadal have already engaged Balin and his foul minions in battle. Please, you must join them quickly as possible. I only wish I was young enough to lead the charge into the fray personally. Fear not, Majesty. We'll show Balin how to stay dead this time. Or will we? It's hard to fight urges. Hopefully my digestion goes okay later tonight. I think when it starts getting cold. So I was like, oh, I'm achy. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cold outside. I was like, ah, god damn it. I need to start wearing like extra layers on my stomach or something. Oh shit, well they're attacking here too. It's Ballin, he looks really healthy for a walking corpse. He's blocking all his attacks. RPG fighting cutscenes. Which is really just a battle, but I can't control anything. Glory to the Knights of Cadol. Fight bravely, my soldiers. Decimus, no. Fight with honor, knights. Fight to avenge Decimus's death. I can't believe it. Balaam seems stronger than he did when he was alive. We have the same shade of hair. Maybe he just wants to exchange some hair care tips. Hahaha, it's Pike the punk. How's it going, killer? I'm glad you're here because I'm tired of playing with this pathetic excuse for an army. I kept them busy just as Novia asked. Now you and me can have some quality time. As long as I don't have to fight him one-on-one again. Looks like we won't get that chance to bond after all. We'll wait for you and for a gas to Pike, if you're lucky enough to get there. And then I'll kill you. Ha ha ha. You're going nowhere. Would anyone else like to try and stop me? No, I didn't think so. I mean, I would. Ooh, hold on. Excuse me. Hold on, I gotta get a tissue. Alright. I can't believe how strong he's become. This is gonna be some battle. I sense the power in Ballin's sword, trickery. I wonder how the knights will hold up after seeing the death of their leader. I don't know if they'll be able to maintain a chain of command. Decimus was a great warrior, and Decimus's knights are great soldiers. I think Decimus's loss will only make the knights' bond stronger. And our bond will make us stronger in our battle against Novia. Damn it, where do I go now? He said Gadol. Well, he said Fargasta. The king said Gadol. Excuse me. Wait, was I just in Gadol? God damn it. The king was talking about his own town? Where the fuck is Fargasta? The place I can't get to because the airship, right? Why didn't he say, go into the town and fight Bullen? He made it sound like it was a different town. That's probably just one of those translation things. Gosh darn it. The death of Decimus is a great loss for us all, but I believe it'll make our knights even stronger. Either that or we're screwed. I guess I try to go to Mycia then. It should let you warp anywhere. It's bullshit. I always loved Dragon Quest's reasonings for not letting you warp. Your dude tries to... He just hits the ceiling and falls down. I thought that was great. Because it's giving you a reason why you can't teleport inside. Otherwise, you're just like, they just did it. I just watched them do it. Why can't I do it? Just little things that developers don't think about, or other developers do think about. I'm gonna save it. Either way, I'm gonna save it. I guess I'll go back and see about the airship. Because I still have to cross over to the ocean or whatever. He keeps saying that, but I don't know where his daughter would be. I've been working on this for so long, I miss my family. I heard that Duke Lang has tried to build an airship many times before, but the workers in my cent are the first to pull it off. We had to rebuild from the ground up. I'm so depressed. I'm depressed because I don't know where to go. I'm just joking. You must be disappointed with what happened to you. I think I just took a mild electric homia. That guy's all like fucked up. I know Krishna was Looney Tunes, but always appreciate her taste in fashion. Oh, geez. Airship's been destroyed. All that work now just for a pile of rubble. Duke Lang's daughter Olivia has been gone for several days. I wonder where she went. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to solve that issue. Just those guys are saying the same thing. That's interesting. Hmm. I think he mentioned Chestoria. No ball and no monsters, no burning buildings, and Novia's forces aren't here yet. We must gain an audience with the Queen at once. We must find out of her knowledge of the coming attack against the Ethos. It's a really beautiful day, isn't it? One day like this, anything seems possible. On a day like this, sorry. Yeah. I used to think fortune telling was a crock until I saw Emma. She told me things about myself she couldn't possibly have known. Have you gone to see her? You'll be amazed. Hmm. Hey, you're the singer from that barn. Girl, you got quite a set of lungs in you. Okay, I have been in this town because I remember that dude. Oh, they're setting up for the siege. I was like, all those pots weren't there before. But I guess they were there. Or they weren't there. They're just being set up for the siege. I see. It's the exact likeness of myself. Curse, you never told us you had a twin brother. What in tarnation is going on? What in tarnation? Tarnation. I think it's you who should be doing next money, Pike, but I'll tell you what I know. Queen tells her story. According to her, the real Gurus came here to work as a guard at the circus. When Novia's forces attacked the city, he drove them away single-handedly. There's no doubt in my mind that this is the true Gurus. Whoever is with you is a fraud. That's impossible. Our Kurtz has been with us all the time. He never left to work at the circus. And he hates clowns anyways. Our Kurtz has saved our lives more times than I can remember, my lady. Your Kurtz has to be the fake. Perhaps he's an agent of Novius sent here to deceive you. How else could he drive off our forces alone? Calm down, Eka. She's getting upset. I'm tired of debating with you. If you don't believe me, perhaps we should bring in a neutral party. Guards, you are to find Emma Worth and bring her here at once. Yes, my lady. This is good news, Curse. Emma Worth is a legendary seer. She'll know that if you... Emma, please tell us which of these is the real Dragon Man. My queen, there's an ominous shadow in my crystal ball. It is the black soul of the person who schemes to take over Chistoria. This person is... you. There, that one. He's the fraudulent Dragon Man woman. What is the farce? I demand a do-over. Why are you lying, Emma? What's wrong with you? You might be the best fortune teller in the land, but this time you're wrong. Dead wrong. Sorry. Maybe the queen is a fake. Keep your insolence, and I'll give you a first-hand tour of the Chistoria prison. I'll fucking kill all you guys, I don't care. Keep quiet, Pike. We need the queen on our side, not tossing us into shackles. Guards. Kaya, where are you going? Queen, I don't know which one of these dragonmen is the real Gertz any more than you. But I know that I love this Gertz very much. There's no way he can be the imposter. His heart is too pure. Enough. I've decided in a manner in which we can decide who is genuine, who is dead. We'll put both dragonmen in the prison. Whichever tries to escape is obviously the fate. Whichever one stays put is the real Gertz. Not a bad idea at all. That's my lady, or highness to you. So are we agreed, or do you wish to continue testing my thinning patience? Kill the queen. Of course we agree. Thank you, my lady. Obviously the one that's not with me is the fake. Here are your quarters. No pillow fights after 1 a.m. Sleep well. Let's go to sleep, Pike. Wait till let's do it tomorrow. Wake, yawn. No, really, I can't eat another bite. I said away for that minute. Well, okay, just one. Oh, baby. Yeah, Pike will just sleep on the floor. Pike, Pike. Will you wake up, you goof? We have to go. We'll leave without you if we have to, sleepyhead. Pike, wake up now. We're leaving here to find some proof, solid proof of... There's something weird about Emma. We need to get the dirt to help Kurtz. We all know we can't afford to have him locked up while Novi is doing who knows what. If it's any consolation, Pike, I'm not an early bird either. Never cared much about getting the damned worm. Anyways, he used to drive my parents nuts. I'm not a morning guy either. Guess she's in town, right? The items. Yeah, I must have searched all those back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. It's gotta be this store. Magic tomato. We can't leave it like yours. So we're gonna have example one here. You said to find dirt on the 190. So are we supposed to go into the prison then? Is that what you're saying? That must be what they're saying. Man, some of this direction and these translations is like just it's like slightly off. Like some of this could have been clarified a little more. But I mean, who's gonna playtest a script that far into the game? You know what I mean? Do not try to distract me. I'm a trained professional. You're causing a disturbance inside the castle will result in the opening of my can of whoop-ass. I'll kill all the guards. This is definitely where I wanted me to go then. I'm not worried. Go back to bed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, you must get me out of here. Whoa. This is the assignment every guard here dreads. It's dark, it's cold, it's lonely, and I don't get a break for another 5 hours. I think my bladder's gonna explode first. Oh, it didn't want me to go here. Where does it want me to go then? Okay. I will look at the walkthrough if I can find it. have to go to the circus. What the hell is the circus? Oh, my dog's down there. She's visiting us. What a good dog. I put my foot down there and I was like, what is that squishy thing down there? It's a puppy. The makers know what to do. They may not have had it play tested by outsiders. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, the translators. Because back then, the Japanese guys made it, then they sent it overseas, and then... And it's not really their fault, especially if you look at, like, the early translation books and stuff like that. Like, some of the stuff... There's some interesting videos and stuff like that. And I mean, thankfully, some of these games didn't have super complex directions anyways. But some of the stuff was like slightly lost in translation. But they did a good job back then. It was for what they were working with and how quick they had to make stuff. A lot of the time too, so I didn't realize this. So the guys, it wasn't like nowadays. The guys who would get the scripts, it wasn't like they were playing the game. They were looking at a script of Japanese text and they were translating it. So they weren't like playing the game, seeing like what direction to go in. Well, I'm gonna look for the circus for a second, but if I can't find it, I might go get some rest for the night. Because this could also be just me hitting that point of where I need to just rest for a bit. Okay. I don't think I visited the circus the first time I was in this town. So I definitely missed out on some items or something. Wow, Stepford chills right there. Do you see that, Pike? They look like weirdo dolls. What are they doing in there? Do you think you could possibly be any louder, Kaya? Don't yell at me, Eka. Can't you just zip the lip once, Kaya? Come on. Grizz's life is at stake here.
Oh.
Why are you being so mean to me? I'm only trying to help. That's enough from both of you babies. Eka, say sorry to Kaya. Kaya likewise in the spit. Sorry, Kaya. I'm just scared for Curse. I didn't mean to take my frustration out on you. But you do drive me crazy sometimes, actually most of the time. Okay, make that all the time. Why do you run instead of spouting your apology? I was afraid you were going to throw me in the room with those freaky dolls. Because you detest me so. Oh, give me a break and pass out the glycerin tears. This is pathetic. Can I climb up here? No. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for not going here before. It is kind of cool that I guess it's optional. But I mean, I would have thought that was an exit from the town. Eka's whispering, but she's noticeably irritated. Are you still sleeping, Pike? think, man. We can't go in there. Yeah, I can. We'll just like bash all those things in. What's that envelope on the table? Perhaps someone at the circus may already have won the $10 million. Open letter, Pike. The suspense is killing me. Pike reads the letter for everyone to hear. Dear Krishna, it seems as if the noodle-brained queen of Tristordia is falling for the Gert's replacement rose. If our Gert's mole gains the queen's trust, our plan can continue. Our Gert shall assassinate the queen in her sleep, and our replacement queen can take her place. If all goes as planned, no one will ever know what happened. Faithfully, Lamb. Oh no, we had to burn the queen at once. And this letter is our proof that our Gertz is the real Gertz. Well, we'd better get some rest before morning. Once we confront Lamb with this letter in front of the queen, there'll be fireworks, I'm certain. Why don't we do it now? How could you sleep on something like that? Yeah, my friend's in trouble. I guess I'll get some sleep for a bit. Like, I'd be up all night. Like, I'm just being painfully honest. If my brother was in jail unlawfully and I found proof, I'm going down there now. No sense in facing that dragged out with no sleep. Sleep is overrated. Sleep is weakness. I know, I love it. I love sleeping in, but I also hate wasting time with it. In the morning, Pike and the others asked the queen to summon Lamb to the castle. Hello, my queen. You're more striking than ever. I humbly apologize for stinking up your castle with my foul bodily emissions. It's hereditary. Yes, it's all right, Lamb. Now then, Eka, did you have something to show me? Yes, milady, this leather, which we found last night. That letter? What guards seized Lamb at once? You meddling brats. You goddamn kids, said Scooby-Doo. You left me no choice, and I don't like having my hand forced. If anyone moves, I'll snap the queen's neck in two. Why did they let him run up there? And the letter of the day is... H for how can you stand there and watch somebody get abducted? It's gotta be here. I mean, he should probably leave the town altogether, but it's gonna be here because that's the way it's gonna be. S for snap. N for neck. Get your hands up, you twit. You've really screwed up this time. It's me, Pierre. Pierre, but boss, why were you disguised as the queen? If this is something you do often. Will you shut up and listen to me? I'm taking orders from Krishna. She's the one who told me to disguise myself as the queen. And I had everyone fooled, Lamb. Everyone, even you. But then you came up with that fake girds. And that got Pike and his cursed little friends involved. That time, Krishna was able to bail us out by posing as Emma. Lucky, very lucky. This is slightly off. But this letter, why do you write it? Why did you leave it in a place where they could find it? You can't really be that stupid, can you? You've made me a very sad clown, Lamb. I'm smiling on the outside, but I'm crying on the inside. I have good mind to suffocate you with a cream pie. Oh no. Krishna. Oh, Lamb, my precious Lamb, you've undone all my work. You'll have to be punished. But don't worry, it'll hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. Wait, that's not how it goes. Pike, my own boy, hunk. Don't be shy, darling. Come, watch the excitement. That's what the circus is all about. This is all your fault, all of you. I'm going to flatten you like bacon. Too bad your dragon man friend isn't here to watch what you do. I will not watch, I will play. Wow, birds. Come on down, Puck. There's lots of room under the big top. You're not gonna have him jump? Why have him slowly walk around that? I don't know. This guy's gonna get whooped on. Sexy puppet. Save him for the healing. Well, actually, I need to heal. Oh, that puppet is something I wouldn't mind being a master of. Wait, why didn't I do the other attack? I was doing that would do more damage. Oh well. guy's toast. Toast in a handbag. He's a dust on the fly storm. Just topping everybody off a little bit. Sure made a handbag out of the imposter. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm son. Couple ups. What's happening to me? No, no. Front. What a wonderful fight. I can't believe it took you so long to beat a pig, Pike. He was just a pig, you know. I used my magic to turn him into a human being with no memory of his humble beginnings as a hog. It didn't work out, though. I should have stuck with my first instinct and used the cow. Hindsight, darling Pike. It's always 2020. I'll be waiting for you in Fort Gasto with the bells on, darling. And if you're lucky, nothing else. Oh, jeez. Wait, where's the real queen? Stuffy woman with the too conservative outfit? I threw her into one of the circus rooms of the fortune teller. Don't worry, I haven't harmed a hair on her peroxide blonde head. But your friends, Pike, I can't guarantee they'll be so lucky. Not at all. Is anyone in this city really who they say they are? I'm beginning to wonder if I'm the real one. I think Krishna's it's very bad news, but I'm ashamed to say she won my scales. Oh, jeez, really? Pike, thank you. You have proven yourself worthy of your reputation. Alright guys, so I'm starting to get the sleepies. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the flippity flip. But thanks for hanging out, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna do Zelda. Kinda depends. I'm kinda going at the spur of the moment, like when I go to stream what I feel like playing, kind of thing. But yeah, take it easy. I'll be playing something for sure, as long as I'm not like dying or asleep or something. But you guys take it easy. Have a good one.